Really? Guy's about to do his intro and you want to bark? You are such a solid freak. You are. Diggo boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is what happens when you have a Doberman. Okay, check in my stuff real quick, if you don't mind. And, cool, we are live. Fantastic, that is what I was about to do. This is the One True Gymmer live on YouTube, along with my dog Hansel. As you could hear, he was the very first thing that you heard. We are working on contracts and tasks again. Other than that, we went and found a new truck right here. This is another truck design from the guy who made the decoder back there. This one is called the Desperado. You pretty much know, you know what it is. It's even got his little GWC. See, for Glitchworks company. Right there, see? This was originally a dually. But I did not like the tires that were given. So these are the ones that he has that was also something given. I wanted to use these because, you know, some people don't like dualies. I like dualies, but the tires that were available, it just didn't seem to suit what I wanted to do. Look at that. That's a winner. I think we might end up going with the flatbed version. I think we'll do that. Let's go with the flatbed version. We're gonna go in and just a mild tweak right here. That. Heavy crane, huh? Oh. Hot shot bed. Light record. Flatbed. So let's look at this flatbed. And we'll look at this flatbed. That flatbed looks neat. Not gonna lie. Sticks out pretty far. Hangs pretty low too. Kind of don't like that, so we're gonna go with this one. Sometimes old farm truck shit is better. Tail lights. There we go. I'm gonna do old farm truck fixer up driver thingy majigger. There we go. This is called his Desperado though. And I want to try it out. I like Glitchworks trucks. He doesn't make them OP. He has a set of OP tires, but I ain't using them. I'm just using his standard ones. These are will react just like every other mud tire. You know, it's a level 3 mud tire. So it's basically like running the UOD 2s. But we got some solar paneling that they said he picked up. So we're gonna use this truck to do it. Now you gotta remember, this is automatic. As you can see, the tires are just like any other mud tire. It's gonna slide across the top. Like I said, bro, he doesn't make it like these things are. They're not OP. This truck is not OP. I was hoping to make it through it. As a note, as you can see, he still gets stuck just like every other truck. That's what I love about what he does. He makes it real. He keeps it realistic. I think I need to change the wind sights. This is the only one that had the there we go. I'm just having fun. Get under my tire. There we go. Thank you. Well, I was trying to get hooked up on my trailer. But it's like, no. I took this way just to see if this truck could drive through it. There we go. As you can see, we got water in the truck. Oh, I have to. There we go. We had a boulder up under our axle. Now you gotta remember, this is a 4500. So it's got the big boy. It's got the big boy diesel in it. Yes, yes! Indubitably. Oh, Kid Destructo's here with his lasso of playfulness. What? You ready? You want me to play? I love you, but I can't. Not right now. You give me a few minutes. Let me get this mission done. Then Daddy will take a 10-minute break. I will play. I will play now, Dad. I'm 7 months old. I am a 7-month-old Doberman. I must play, or I will destroy. I think he got a little excited with the turbo on this thing. That's about the only downfall I see on it. I mean, I know he's trying to get the realism, but that is a pretty loud turbo whine. Haven't really tried this off-road to see how it drives. I want to get a nice little stretch of off-road like this. Not too bad. Can honestly say I've driven worse. We got to get the hell up there. We are running out of petrol. There it is. Yes, we have. I'm going to try to go up this part because it shaves off a lot of crap that we don't need to do. But I don't think this bad boy's going to make it because this trailer that we're towing isn't exactly light duty. Cool. Well, there's a few things that need to be adjusted on this. I think I might actually put the dually on it. Since the bed is out far enough for a dually, I might do that because I'm noticing a little bit of lateral or horizontal um, instability. So we'll probably do that. But first, let's there we go. And see if there is a way to tone down that turbo. Because wow, he's got that thing like way up. I would not have made that turbo as loud as he did. Maybe at like highest RPM when tires are spinning hardcore, give it a little bit. But I mean, with my earphones on, this turbo is way too loud. Way too loud. And I'm kind of disappointed that he didn't give an exhaust option to do like, some stacks or something. But this is a custom build, so this is for a player who paid. Yeah, see, if we want it, that is how loud it should be right there. When you're at like higher RPM. Right there. And then you're not even hearing the wastegate. See, that lowers the sound of that turbo if you put it into second. putting it in high and pumping the throttle so we ain't got to hear that high-pitched turbo 24/7. Like I said, he could have made the one thing I like that he put the turbo on it. What I don't like is that it's screaming fucking loud, dude. It's like, sorry, no. That's not how that works. Now, that turbo would be screaming pretty loud if we were doing, you know, in a mud hole, flinging mud 10 feet in the air, not when we're going 5.5 miles an hour. I know how turbos work pretty well. You know, it's kind of my thing. See, we're barely moving. A turbo wouldn't be that loud. It'd be about that loud. Yeah, that exhaust is annoying as fuck. So is that turbo. Like I said, that's one thing if you were using this for like mud bogging, like that is what basically what you'd be hearing. But not with just regular down road. Down road, you'd be barely hear that turbo because there's no resistance. You wouldn't be hearing this shit. The spooling on a turbo is not as loud as that when you're on a road. Once you're into overdrive, your turbo is going to be working more there than it will be on the low end. I wish I could talk to him in that one and let him know. You know, I'll be like, hey, bro, turbos, you know what I mean? Yeah, once you're at, you know, top end, that turbo would be like super low, super low. The truck is great though. I mean, with these tires that he put in, I do like the tires. They still make it very challenging, definitely. These two, you know, they're like a SnowRunner tire. These are just ones that he made, and the rims. So, I like the tire and rim, but like right here, the turbo wouldn't be that loud. It would be like this when we're romping around. But it's good stuff. Thank you. But the truck is a decent design. He did good. The turbo, no. The turbo, way too much high-end spooling for too slow a speed. Way too much spooling. Like I said, this is where it would be at that speed when we were going faster. It's because I have the code blocked. I roll it on solo. The only reason that I have it set up is for other streamers that I know, like Gaming with JJ and Zatanna and a few others. You see these tires, they're mud tires. They don't hold on pavement. So he keeps it real to the game's physics. Crispy sent me here. Oh, right on. Appreciate it. Really do. Appreciate Crispy coming in too. I seen him earlier. Drifting. Mud tires on concrete. drift recipe. Yeah, gonna be drifting. I appreciate it, Crispy. I really do. I'm happy when the viewers come in. You know, I usually, you know me, I usually just live stream to work on my stuff and rarely cut videos because it's just more fun to live stream for you all. I know it's inconvenient for a lot of other people, but again, it makes it more fun because we can talk to you guys one-on-one. Okay, this is a GWC's Desperado 4500. I'll give you a quick run through. As you can see, he's got set up bulletproofed. 750 horsepower is good for towing. Okay, so Crispy is under 18. It's not my problem. It's not as if I'm saying anything bad in this stream anyway. I just have it 18 and up. I put it there just so if I do swear or something, you know, YouTube's happy about it. But kids are going to be listening to swearing either way. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why it says I'm not a role model. There's plenty of warning. Plenty of warning for parents. Plenty of warning for the people. So they've been warned and they can't say shit about it. What am I looking at? Tires. I'm going to try to change this. We're going to change this. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You'll see the specs of the wheels that he made. Look at this. This is his regular ones. See, it says dirt 3.5, asphalt 3.5, and mud 3. That's what his mil spec tires are at. These are what I'm using. Now he's got a set called Grappler OP. Have a good one, Crispy. Now look at that. 9, 9, 9. It's like just like zero issues with going through anything. And that's no fun for me. Because most of these tires are all about 3s. I'm working on a game, so I'm going to leave. Okay, have a good one, Emilio. You have fun. You have fun. Thanks for stopping in. You go and enjoy what you do, too. Appreciate y'all stopping in. So anybody else that's new, hit the subscribe. Turn on that notification. So when I jump on, you know when I am on. As I usually give advance notice. So let me see how this looks with. I like those better. They just look neat. Compared to this. They're rounded off on the sides. I don't like that. And I just don't like those rims. I don't. I mean, other people might, but I don't. That's just not my thing. Now, you know, these. I wish I could give a more pushed out look. Used to be able to do that back in the day, zoom out a little bit, but then they had an issue with it clipping. That exhaust is hideous. Who puts that kind of exhaust on a diesel and expects it to look good? That is just fucking hideous. I'd have stacks right up in front of that bed right there. One on that side and one on this side. It's a work truck, not a show truck. I just can't get past the rims, dude. I can't. I'm gonna have to go with stock tires. Cause I'm not about to fuck with that, dude. No. They're ugly as fuck. And that's important to me, dude. It is. See, now these are JATs, Jack of all trade tires. These go good with this. So does this. Like, these are the ones I'm gonna use because they go good with it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that looks a lot better. I mean, I like the other tires, I do. I wished I had the tires you could put on as dualies like this and these rims. This looks legit. All right. Cargo container one, oversized cargo. Train station garage. Let's take a look, see here, because oh, okay. I was about to say, those should be over here. Yeah. Those should be over here. And I just happen to have a truck somewhere around here. Right. Oh, right there. I have one. I know I had one parked. I'm sorry. Knew I had one parked. I wasn't losing my mind. Well, this is a 6 slot if I'm correct. Oh, yeah. Yes, it is. So cargo management. So we have the oversized up there already. I have this fantastic idea. It might not be a smart idea, but you know, I just sometimes, you know, bad decisions make good stories. Impossible, huh? Okay. Well, let's see how impossible that is. Let's see how impossible that is. Okay. Give you guys some sorry, it's getting probably dark on your screens. Because this thing is super nose heavy, we're gonna back in to keep it more stable when we use the crane. Now remember, they said it couldn't be done, which I think is fucking hilarious, because look at that, there it is. And it's on. Wow, isn't that amazing how it just like totally went and did what I wanted? So look, you can't do it, really, because it seems like it has been done, Saz. Yes, yes. There we go. And then cargo container. And then cargo container. Now remember, this is how professionals do it, so if you don't want to do shit easy, don't do what I do. If you want to work all day, you go ahead and do it your way. Nice. You see, look at that. Isn't that Daisy? Isn't that a daisy? That is just, that's super duper. That is. I'm so proud of that. I really am. Look at that. I will buy that. I will buy that for $1. And then I'll do that right there. And here's the reason why. Because as you're bumping and banging, this little thing will keep her pretty much right there where we need her. Like, just about like this here. And then zoom that forward a little, just like that. There we go. Where do they want me to drag this turd? They want me to off-and roadables. So if I go this way, that's not going to happen. We're going to lose that load. We won't even be able to go through here. So we're going to have to take the long haul. And the reason being is because we got a big trailer. We got the big boy. So we're going to have to hit the road. Look at this monstrosity. We're going to have a little something of an issue there. I come here, drive all the way back through, all the way back in here to here. That was a very long trip. Okay, I need to take a break for 5 minutes. My dog is losing his shit, barking at a fan. Give me a minute. He wants to play outside. So we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes to give him a potty break, and we'll start this mission. He is mad. He wants his attention. What you doing, mister? Listen here, little mister. Give me all that goddamn tone. You better check your tone. You better check that tone. I don't know who you think you're yelling at, but I know it ain't me. You better check your little puppy ass tone, mister. That's right. Boy. There's my baby boy. Go outside? Yeah, he's like, I want to go outside right now, dude. I want to go now. I know. Let's go. Let's go, big boy. Bring that up, boy. playtime. This is a cleaning up your mess. We threw frisbee. You had a chance to run. Stretch it out. Come here, baby. Come here. Come. Come. Good boy. Yeah. Down. 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 There you go. Chew on your toy, baby boy. That's all yours. Chew away. You be a little puppy and chew all you want. Yeah. Okay. Back to business. Need the refusals. There we go. We got a big drive. There we go. What are we on? Oh, really? How is that even a thing? Okay. That is bad operational error right there. Just horrible. That is just horrible operational error right there. There we go. Maybe it might be easier to do it like this here. Now, whenever you run upon a problem like this, like your crane don't want to work, you restore it, open that turn back up, and then try again. And you do that there. Bring your crane down. He's like, I'm cuddling with Papa. You are such a good boy. You are such a good boy. You want me to bring this up here so you can chew on it up here? Yeah, chew on your toy up here. That's a good boy. That's a good puppy. Okay, yeah, that'll make it for now. My good puppy. Do you hear that? What is that? Now, I could choose to go that way if I like, but I'm not going to. There's no point. So you all can see, this is what we're dealing with here. A lot of weight. A lot of weight. And that's why I tried to keep that hanging over on there to get them tandems that little extra weight. What's up, Kay? Sure. To be honest, I have such poor memory. I don't even remember. No, I'm just saying. I have bad memory. I have a horrible, horrible memory of people, and it's not on purpose. I'm an old fart, okay? I'm old. I'm old, okay? I'm old. We lose, you know, all memory. Gonna have to bear with an old guy. Kay comes in, says hello, and leaves. That's cool, though. Came in, said hello, and left. It's better than nothing. Got a long way to go, and a long way to get there. That was pure operational error right there. I just killed myself and anybody around me, because that load would have took the whole cab straight off that truck. That would have been bad. Play with some more funky physics. Yeah, funky towel. Yeah. Because that's how people would drive in real life. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's go. Yes, yes! The power. The absolute power. It is mine to control, to command. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here like this close, so it'll turn that, make our way through, get as straight and as close as we can. There we go. There we go. Beautimus, then. Because, I mean, nobody cares. I see that they finally fixed some of the crane physics there. Nice. Nice. People wonder why I love the Mercer. This thing is so easy to maneuver. One of the best maneuvering trucks in this game. Got the right speed for hauling. Metal beams, bricks, and cement. Look at that. Like a glove. Ah, that is so nice. My Doberman is on, like, super juiced up energy, frenetic freak out right now. Just being a puppy. That was a good run. That was a very good run. You know what? It's been a hot minute since we took this thing for a repair. Why don't we do that? Now remember what I said. About this being one of the best maneuverable trucks. I lied. I don't know what I got hooked up on over there, but we went over. There we go. Where's my trailer? There's my 5 slot, and that's what we need for that one. Okay. Is there a way to just like go to the saddle and sell it? Where is my trailers? I want to see this off-road scout trailer. Let's give you guys some daylight, huh? Just a little bit. Here we go. Give you just a little bit of daylight there. I'm sure you want to see what's going on just as much as I do. Now we got to go recover our trailer. Ah, yes. The lovely feel of a beautiful truck upon me. Yes, look at it, it's nice. The trailer upon me truck is a beautiful thing. Indubitably. Why? Oh, why are you not turning? Why? Because I'm turning too soft. I mean, I do have 500 gallons of fuel right there on the pushing on the front side of my tandems, on the rear side of my tandems, sorry. That would make for a good jackknife. Nice. Let's see here, metal beams, bricks, cement. So that's 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 slot. Metal over here, and then we're going to have to go over to the beginning of the other side. But the problem with using a 6 slot into one area on the other map is I'll show you. I bet you where they want me to drop is not in a happy place. So we can pick up brick. I think cement here. And then brick here. Usually, no, you go like this here. Yep, cement is there. Bricks are there. And right here is just ungodly tight. I believe there's a gate somewhere that's like really low. And you trying to squeeze through here with a 6 slot right through here. And you don't make this turn right here because you're coming in here. And I'm gonna have to try to like jackknife. I get as close here as I can, then start turning here and then go this way. Then turn this way to be able to grab. Because that trailer will be here the entire time. The rear of that trailer is gonna be right here. And it's gonna try to hang up on shit here and here when we try to leave. This is gonna be the problem. That is the main problem, is we're gonna hang up there. Because there's just no room. Because the 6 slot with the truck will be this long, from here to here. So that's not good. You know what I mean? You have almost zero room for error. And that's not something you want when you're trying to, and then you got to make a hardcore turn. Another hardcore turn. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not worth it. So we could pick up there, then pick up here, which would be easier. Drive through here, grab fuel, drive across, come down in, and then go straight there because there's we just go and turn a little and bam, and then just back right up again. But with a 6 slot, like I said, you got a lot of issues with a 6 slot. So I see you staring at me, dude. I know. You want more than playtimes and cuddle. You good boy. I'm just my good boy. You are a good boy. I'll give you attention. It's my good boy. So needy. And it's okay. You're a good boy. You want attention, Daddy will give you attention. That's my good puppy. Good boy. He's a good boy. You're trying to chew on me. Trying to chew on me, you little stinker. Trying to chew on me, you little stinker butt. He's like, I am, Daddy. I want to play. He's like, I'm about to shove your controller down off your leg and make it crash and bang. So you'll chase me around. I love you too, buddy. You want up? You want up? Aha, there we go. Found a way to keep him content for a second. He will look out the window. Okay, so we can get brick here, but it looks like we only have 1 and we need 2. I don't know if that's a... Do I have a vehicle over there? I have the Zestro. Oh shit, oh dude, I already had that on there. I forgot I was doing that mission I just did. Dang. Well, guess what happens? Goodbye. There we go. I forgot that's where we left off when my dog was going batshit yesterday. There you go. That's got to be more comfortable, huh? Yeah? There you go. There's a good boy. I like this truck. It is no nonsense. Okay, now we can fit this rig in here and get the brick. And then we can get the cement. And then, you know, drive up to... the metal beams is going to be the problem. So, if we get all of this... Okay, let's, I like this truck. Excuse me. Oh my God, my nose. I wasn't even paying attention. I was looking at my dog for a hot second there. Wondering, he just trying to groom me. Trying to groom my leg hairs like a weird dog. You are a weird dog. Yeah, good boy. Come on, good boy. He just gets right in my view path, laying down and is staring at me ominously. Like, get your fat ass off that game and throw my frisbee, you fat man, now. I could hear it in a Stewie Griffin voice. Fat man, get off the game and throw my frisbee now. What is the fucking deal here? Am I glitched into the map? Because where I'm at, there's no way I'm stuck. Oh yeah, probably the parking brake would help to be released. Derp-a-dirty fried bananas. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da. I like this Mercedes, dude. This thing is a good truck. It is a good truck. Could take a beating. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Yeah, now you see why I like this truck. It just goes where I fucking want it to go. It's good shit. My dog's like, yeah, my dad's gonna take me outside, play frisbee. No, not yet. You're gonna have to calm it down there, little guy. Yeah, it's just not gonna happen. You should see the look he's giving me right now. It's fucking adorable. It's a good boy. Come on, get up here. He's like, it's cooler over here, Dad. I want to lay down. It's cool. I get you. I get you. I understand. He's a good boy. He came up and played with his dad. That was a good boy. Okay, we're going to the two-holer. What do we got here? Check out what we got going. And try something different. Something different. Maybe a box truck. Who knows, huh? Get it right, puppers. It's like, yes. Man, I think I used this not long ago. But this is a fun one to use. Look what we got here. We got a lot of trucks. And I'm not kidding. A lot of trucks. You know what? This thing is using an ungodly amount of fuel a minute. Let's use a 1.2. No. don't think I've used this bad boy in a hot minute. Yeah, I have no fuel resupply on this, and I know this is a gas hog. I'd have to use the fuel cheat. Yeah, look at that, 4 gallons in a minute. Fuck that. Dude, we used a big old gas in that motherfucker. We just literally went from the garage to here. Yeah, this thing wouldn't even make it to the boundary. I haven't used that one in a while. I like this little truck. This little truck is fucking cool. And it gets a lot of shit, you know, because people keep doing this. They keep raising it. And they wonder why it gets top heavy, dude. It's because you're fucking with a triangle of stability. If you leave it stock, look at that. That fucker's almost perfect. But people never listen. Perfect. Let's get the fuck on. This little guy is a fucking beast. Don't care what anybody says, I like this little truck. The perfect little workhorse to get you around in them deep holes. I said deep holes. It's the hubby, I gotta turn down the little ticket here. Yes, indubitably. Like this thing at full RPM flying down the road is literally using less fuel than the trucks that we were looking at. But Oh, I went the wrong way. I should have kept going straight. I was just having too much fun. I really was. I think we can go this way. Here. Right here. So I am on the road. That's weird. Doesn't look like a road, does it? Now you see why I like this little truck? This thing can get into cabbage, dude, and get right out of it. A bad little truck. For what we're needing to do, this is the perfect truck for the job. Got good chassis flex. Not afraid to get down. I got the suspension on stiff for towing, but there is a rock crawler suspension for this. It's the same height as this. But that don't mean not once it's loaded, this thing's gonna be articulating and doing what needs to be done anyway. Look at that. We're gonna go the other way because it'll shave off quite a bit of distance from where we come through on the main gate. Hell yeah, dude. We just caught fucking air. Ouchies. No. You can lay down, puppers. Don't worry, it's just a dad noise. I'm trying to fucking sleep, badass. 1 second, terrorism. In a little tricky situation there, as you seen. Okay, what were you saying? Was it you missed me or something? Indubitably. Can't hit nothing if it ain't there. There we go. So we can go this way, nag our way around, going all the way through this turd. Or we can just ride the tracks nice and easy all the way to here and then drive up in. I say we drive the tracks all the way up in just for fun. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. We already went that way. Now we got to go with a crappy truck on the most technical part of the map. You know, W shit. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bow 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 bow. Buttered toast. Now, I don't know if it is wise to take this truck up this way because of how unstable it is, but everything about it just says try it anyway. You know, it's just like, fuck it, roll the dice, you know? Just a little bit. Just roll the dice a touch. There we go. Nice. Look at that. It worked. Like a glove. There we go. You see what I mean about bouncy trouncy? You can haul a load, but boy, it is bouncy. I believe in making my own roads. Indubitably. I'm doing this. We're almost done. Indubitably. Yells. Yells. Really? Guy. Deliver to retreat curtain side trailer. Wooden planks 2. Medium planks 1. Where the hell are planks? It has been so long since I have done planks, I don't even remember. You know, there ain't a lot of plank in this here building. Precast concrete plant. Okay, it's right there. Indubitably. We will not be using this to haul that. No, we won't. Okay, so sawmill. What you doing, handsome? What you doing, handsome puppy? Here's my good boy. Oh, my good puppies. I'm gonna lay with Dad. the 2 wooden plank there. One there, but I ain't gonna do it. So we can put that there and use that. No. So again, we would have to use trying to think here. It's a 5 slot. 4 or 5. I think it's 4. I think medium plank is too long, yeah. So that's 4 slotter. If we did that, then I think we're going to have to use this. And that trailer there. There we go. I'd say I'd like to use the other trailer, but man, it ain't gonna be as stable. Well, that's what we're going to call her a day today, at least on the AM. Tonight I will be streaming again. Hopefully, nothing interrupts it. I was going to stream yesterday night, but it didn't happen. So we'll see what's going on here with the stream. Should be somewhere a little after, you know, evening time, about 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Central, General Mountain Time, right around there. But I'll put a notification out anyway, so remember, hit them notifications. That way you can know when I'm about to start up. I have a puppy that's ready to literally just shit himself with excitement because he has been waiting patiently like a good boy to play, and it's time. This muggle boy. Been very patient. So thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe. I will see you at 8:30, 8 to 8:30 p.m. Look for the notification. In between that time, 8 and 8:30, and we will be continuing this on the evening hours. Okay, now, bye-bye then.